I moved the controls out of the way so I can strum, but I think they would be in the way now. But I don't know how much. See what happens here. This is a little eighth inch mono plug. It's actually measured in millimeters. I don't know if it's an actual eighth of an inch. Well, I like it already because my hand is right here where the control would be. Yeah, that's what I was messing around. Remember I came up with that roly-poly thing where I would like double pick it, like, wait, how did I do it? You can't see the whole guitar though. I can't turn it sideways. I tried. It won't let me turn it sideways. How did I do it again? Oh, yeah. I'm just going. Instead, just going. Just to make it sound faster, right? See, it sounds sharp when I push it because I always push it up, even in a chord. Always. And it's still flat, but I'm trying to pick my finger up off the board more. And play softer. It's not easy. I'm trying not to look at the fretboard. Let's see what sounds I got here. The trick to that backwards effect is to just like try not to play with it. That's what I think anyway. I used to do it with that max on delay pedal when I had it. I used to put it from the wet out only, so because I had like a stereo out and one was wet only, so you'd only get the delay. And I'll put it like real slow delay, and then just try not to play with it, you know. Just try to forget it was there, so that when I listen back to the recording, it's like, wow, it's really sliding around very skillfully there. When really, I mean, other than the patterns, like I wasn't, because if I tried to play to the effect, it kind of didn't match. So that's kind of what that's doing there. You know, it's like if I try to play to it, I'm waiting for the effect every time. But if I just go for it, the trick is to be able to listen to it still while ignoring it. You know, that's kind of fun. But there it is. I taped it. I miss my children. I want my children back. And people are abusing me. They're not letting me sleep. I'm still recovering from the injuries from the cars that hit me on purpose and the people that beat me on purpose. Having a hard time bending all the way down on my leg. I can't skateboard anymore unless it gets better. I don't have a skateboard right now anyway, so that's a good thing. So I won't try. But if I can't ever skateboard again, I'll probably miss that. That'll probably pretty much be horrible. So there it is. Yeah, I got it slanted because it's like narrower. It really doesn't fit, so I slanted it like that. It doesn't line up with the strings. Some notes is on there. I like this one. Yeah, if I turn the wetness down on that one, it could be interesting. Turn the wetness way down on it. Just for like a little noticeableness there, maybe. Then I have to count. Sometimes I'm like glad I don't know anything. Like I mean, I know the shapes and the patterns are like, but I don't know how to connect things, and it's like ends up having a lot more. Yeah, like that painter said, happy little accidents. It ends up more of that. More effect. The problem is it's not lighting up green on the unit because the signal is not hard enough going in it. I'm running it through the loop in the back of the amp. Full effect on that one? Yeah, that might sound cool. That's a good idea. Let's see. Yeah, put a mic on this room mic on this guitar, and then the effect, you know, also. Less effect. Less effect still. I could set the input of it less, but it's not lighting up green. That's better though. Yeah, that's the micro reverb. Yeah, why did I used to do that? Yeah, it's a little too much, but I wish I could get more. Maybe if I lower the input and keep the wetness up on it, maybe. Turn the wetness up now, maybe. So you can hear just the effect in the recording there. It's a bit much. I'm going to turn down a little. Let's see. The wetness up. Yeah, it's not hitting hard enough at all, though. Maybe. Go back to that other one. The tempo of it would be, let's see. Wait, so I can hear it like that. Then I won't get to hear that until I listen back to it. Because I'm hearing the guitar. It's kind of a heavy effect. I probably would have to play it a little slower to make it not too muddy on that one. But we'll go back quite a ways here to the larger of the small rooms. See, that's like one advantage in not knowing my scales is like I never am. I mean, I hear it, but I'm never really conflicted with. I mean, I'm conflicted by like what other people might think that play guitar, but I'm like, whoa, that's definitely I lost it, But I don't care because I don't know how to play anyway. You know what I mean? Like I know how to play, but I love you. I miss you. I miss my children so much. Ooh, that A sounds good in there. You hear that? How it booms? Cool guitar with me. Found nice bass on that one. Oh, I know one I want to try. Where is it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. If I only had a brain. Trying different keys. Oh, what's going Hear that? Cool, right? Accidental, right? It's the string going off the fretboard. Yeah, that sounds like Rush, Natural Science. You're right. The sound, the effect. Well, that was down in that studio on 36 Chamber Street. This exact unit. The creatures in the tide pool soon forget about the sea. Something. I don't know how it goes, but I remember this chord from Rush. I said I remembered it. Is that even the right one? No, right? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I heard effects off of here, off of Cry of Love. I mean, they could be modeled, but it's a pretty old unit, but it does have like really big computer chips in there. There's a lot of familiar reverbs in here. Off a lot of albums, Cry of Love, Rush. I was like, oh, please say that didn't hang up under a fret. I don't have to try to fix things. That's a good slapback right there, this one. I might turn the brightness up, but I didn't want to turn the volume down. Yeah, there's definitely a magnet pull there, maybe. Feels like it's deadening the resonance. I'd have to figure out a way to bend this differently or make it so it sits down inside there better. I live in the midst of so many hateful people. Like, they're genuinely hateful. They're genuinely perversely hateful. It's heartbreaking. It really is. It just sucks every inch of life, every second, every moment of life out of anybody that actually wants to feel good about things. Anybody. And that's not a gross generalization. Yeah, that one's worth turning the effect up. What's part of it? I'm very tired. I'm like painfully tired. Like I literally have pain under my eyes. I'm so tired. The neighbors won't let me sleep. They turn my air quality up and down in my apartment, and they pump things through my vent, even though the breaker is off and the furnace is off and the gas is not hooked up. They radiate heat into my apartment. They pump chemicals through the vents. Other people have come in here and they'll be like, "Yeah, that's acetone." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And latex, acetone, marijuana, all kinds of smells, and then they knock my walls all night long, and my phone turns on and off by itself. Like a lot of people messing with me, man. And then like the constant radiation, like the and they say, "Oh, that's tinnitus." No, it's not anything inside of my eardrum. It's then this one up here just stomping over me. It's called psychic mirroring. She's just like constantly over top of me all day. Like I walk to that side, to that side. Sometimes she'll literally let out a demonic scream. She'll go, "Ah!" And also, at one time I recorded, I put it on Google Photos, my old Google Photos page. Before I lost my other phone, I had to get another Google page, right? So I said, "Oh God, what does she want?" And she screamed, "You know what I want," like literally, and I recorded that. These ones were kicking my walls, calling me a murderer and a retard. And it's so painful. And these people are lazy. They don't do anything. They just sit around all day waiting for me to come out of my apartment so they can scare me. And then they write complaints and they call the police and they petition to have me thrown out of my house. And they're nasty. They're nasty. They're disgusting. And it's really depressing. And they brag about knowing me since I was a child. To be like, "Oh, yeah, sure, now you're going way back. Oh, since my children were little, yeah, I've known about him for a long time. His father, such and such in the Air Force, blah, blah, blah." Like that's the kind of stuff I put up with. And, in addition to losing my children, my house, my vehicles, my business, being blacklisted, being beaten, being hit by cars, being threatened to be murdered, even including but not limited to by police, and then being excruciatingly tired, and then can't take a shower because they use a smart hot coil control to turn my hot water on and off to taunt me. Like, "Oh, look, now your hot water's working. Oh, now you have no hot water. Sorry, you couldn't take a shower and shave your face and feel better and make your back not hurt." Like, this is what they do to me all day and night. So it's like, what can I do? Sitting on the edge of my seat, sciatically stressed and my back hurting and overly tired, and people writing things on my page like you're an old stinky man and nobody loves you and you'll never see your children again. And, I have all I can do not to cry, let alone to say something nasty. Yeah, I used to like to do that. Do the bend the first times and try to get it like a little under suggestive so it's really emotional, Instead of, I guess I'm going up to it. I'd rather have it floating though, than mechanical, because it's emotional. It's just Let's see if I can do it. Right? I'm not going to ask for permission. Oh, that thing I was doing before, that was off the electric. Remember electric? And I never liked it because I put that silly heavy effect on it instead of letting. And there was another version of it. Someone might have it. There was another version of it that was actually better. Like I just kind of freestyled on the guitar and I didn't try to keep it straight on the top solo part. But yeah, that's just. Let's see. Yeah, I'll mute that string out to use it for percussion. Yeah, it's rough because this is like right where I want to be, and the more I touch this pickup, the more noise it makes, right? And I don't want to put my binky down. I'm trying to keep my. Yeah, that was funny that day. I was walking to the woods to the train tracks, and I was just walking along with my guitar and doing that with the little pocket amp on there, you know. I was like, what's the next note of that? And I was like, man, I wish I had wrote that. Sounds familiar. And then I was like, hey, I did. And that's true, you know. Not I wish I had wrote that, like, oh, that's good, I should own that. But like, wow, I wish I would come up with pretty stuff like that, you know. And then I was like, wait a minute, I did. That's electric. It's called electric on the Yescaster page, but it's not very good. The alternate version was actually better because I played more freely. But again, it was like I was surrounded by hateful people who were telling me, you got to mic the drums top and bottom. Stereo means it's the same thing on both sides. Your recordings are in mono. You don't know what you're doing. It's EQ'd all wrong. The mix is muddy. You're horrible sounding. And, you know, now they're looking at my stuff going, man, there's so much emotion in there. And it's like, yeah, most of the emotion was like, I wanted to throw the guitar at them, you know. No, that wasn't it. I'm a victim of MK Ultra experimentation my entire life. I'm what's known as a hub in the degrees of separation, and I'm what's known as a hub of hubs, whereby many other hubs know each other. So that's how that is. And this one upstairs is boom, 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 literally like putting negative energy on me. Like it's psychic mirroring, but it's not mirroring, because if you were mirroring what I'm doing, it's like I watched that video the other day and the guy's like, get me out of here. This is stressing me out. And they're like, here's a psychotic breakdown. It's like, no, that's not psychotic. That's a person crying out for sanity and being abused and wanting to be in an environment that's conducive where people are like vibing him in positive ways or letting him figure out his own stuff or, you know, leaving him alone. It's not a crazy person that's crying out for peace. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, as if I have to ask or ask permission, let me show you. Yeah, I like to do that one. Ah, that girl was trying to do my pattern almost. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, she was. But what I do is when I come down to the bottom, when I push it like into a suggestive, like, yeah, and I snap off like the string break sound sometimes, but well, it'll be like going, but not, because it doesn't quite go there. It's only a quarter of a bend. The little stumble gallop there. It's basically a flam on guitar, you know, I'm going like that on two strings, right? only started doing that a little while back, just to make it sound like more sloppy on purpose, right? Like people were saying, "Oh, I can't stand the way you slap on the guitar." So I purposely started doing it. Like I got to be myself, you know. So if it's annoying people that they're surveilling my home and watching everything I do and making a so-called big brother out of my life, you know, watching me wring out my socks in the bathtub and complaining that it took me, you know, 25 minutes to wash my clothes by hand while they were trying to get a psychic feel on me. That's not me being negative or purposely trying to upset people because I can't cook. They turn my refrigerator on and off. They freeze my food. They mess up my salads. Like I can't have anything. And then like I've been ripped out of here by the police a couple of times, and I'd come home and my food would be rotten and my house plants would be near dead. Like these people have no respect for my life. And then the woman tells me the other day, "Oh, there's a petition. I've seen it. The numbers are very high. There's a lot of signatures on there. All of your neighbors want you out of there because you're an intrusive, abusive person." No, I'm not. Yeah, see, that bend is what makes it. Otherwise, it sounds like very majory, even in the not majory position, I guess it would be. I mean, I know by sound, dirty, clean, right? But like, right? Even in that, if as long as I don't do this first, which gives it a real, you know, unresolved blues thing to it, but I'll just do the. But when I put that push on it, yeah, pinch harmonic sometimes when I lay my hand. It's accidental. That's it. I'm done. I can hear them on this side of the wall. This one's up here stomping, and it's not the guitar playing because if I sit here quietly like this, the police literally come in and take me out in handcuffs for meditating. If you don't open the door, we're going to break the door down, and that's what they did in my home. They literally tried to break my door, and I opened it because I didn't want my door broke, and they came inside and assaulted me for meditating and reporting that the Catholic school had trafficked and sexually abused many children, and violently so, including myself. Right? They don't want the past brought up. The police officers on camera. You know, they got a camera of me jumping over the guy's hand truck who came at me with the hand truck, right? Who's not even the same doppelganger in that video you saw, right? I don't believe. And then there's video out here of a police officer saying, "Oh, I don't want to see any evidence. I told you, I don't want to hear about the past either." And, you know, my children are missing. My children are missing. He doesn't want evidence, and he doesn't want evidence from today either. And I don't want to hear about the past, but my children are missing. Oh, they're not missing. The rich people have them now, and you're not going to get them back. That's what Andrew said to me. You know how bad that hurt? The rich people have your children now. You're never going to see them again unless they want to find you when they're older. And the lady from the convenience store where I worked said the same thing. The children will always find you someday. They always do. It's like I live in a town where people are just trafficked by, hundreds and thousands of children just trafficked. And oh well. Right. Yeah, you hear them over there? They spend every minute of every day focusing on me and complaining about me and projecting sexual things at me and negativity and hatred. Yeah, they're over there like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like so not normal, man. All I want is my children back. I want to be able to live. They're perverts. They call the lady who plays guitar. She comes running down, and they immediately, this one plays the drums, this one plays the organ, this one plays the guitar, and they immediately start picking apart my music. And if I'm sitting here very quietly, they're making jokes about what I'm cooking or what I'm thinking, shouting things through the wall at me. They never let me sleep. I mean, I pretty much cry every day, and I don't have chemical imbalance. I'm being abused. I'm being abused. It's freaking painful. Like a person who was mentally ill in this situation would have already freaked out, like severely freaked out. And they know that, and they don't care. They don't care. This one's from the house on Rock Cut Road. This one up here is from the house on Pierce's Road. I mean, these are people that have done things to me since I was a young man. So it's like, what can I do? It's not unarranged. It's not unconspired. It's totally calculated. I gotta go to the bathroom. That really, really potent garlic breath. If you slice the garlic, I'm gonna do it long ways, like diagonal next time, or long ways. And you slice the garlic, and the oil and the butter is just the right temperature. You put it in there, it just floats on the top like that. It's a good infusion. And then you take the tips out, serve them on the side or top after you cook whatever you want in the infused oil and butter. It's just green olive oil and unsalted butter. And then the sound that comes through my wall, it's harassment, And then I'll go over here and the sound will go over here. I'll go over here and the sound will go over here. And then right across the ceiling, it'll be like a fire truck, like right across my ceiling in stereo. I mean, it's just severe abuse. They did the same thing to me and other people in jail cells, like just sleep deprived us, making the light bright and dim and bright and dim and bang, knocking the door, coming by and hitting the door, or projecting like theater sounds in there, like rah, and then telling me I couldn't wash laundry, I couldn't have a shower or a shave. And now here I am in that situation again. Then when I get dressed and I finally decide, all right, I'm not going to try to take a shower, and I'm in a little bit of pain and I really want to shave with some nice hot water and run some hot water on my back, I go over to the sink and they boop, boop, smart control the hot coil on. They say, oh, the boiler must have been empty. You're paranoid. I know what a hot coil is, and I know how it's working, and I know what they're doing. I don't have to know how to build one to understand that that's what they're doing. So they turn it on so it's smoking, steaming hot, it's like to let me know, like, haha, you didn't get the shower. Then I go and I sit in the bathroom, and as soon as I sit on the toilet to defecate, they see. It's like it is like the whole world. Oh, you think the whole world's against you? Yeah, I don't think it. This is every day. Sometimes they'll go by with their sirens and they'll be like, chirp, chirp, as I go by. Sometimes they'll go by and they'll blast speakers and megaphones, which sound like dogs and people having sex. Like crazy stuff. And it's the people in here and the people out there. And yes, I can't skate anymore. And then when I could finally skate, after all the injuries that they had done to me, like so bad, the injuries, they'd hurt me so bad, I still have trouble wiping my rear end. Like I literally am wounded. So I decide, oh, I'm going to go try to skateboard. And all these people follow me outside and they're laughing at me. And when I fall, they're like, oh, yeah. Like they were so glad about it. And then it's just like nothing. And they complain, like, oh, you should be out there working. I had a business and I was out there every day building a deck while these people are retired from working in privatized mental asylums, tying people up and killing them. And they blacklisted my business, which I was told didn't exist. Beautiful Renovations. You can look it up on Better Business Bureau. It's there. There's no strikes or complaints. And I'm sure maybe somebody will try to go and put one or something. I don't know. But then when I couldn't afford to drive my van around anymore because nobody would give me a job because I offended the high echelons of society, which was literally told to me several times, many different ways, including those exact words, then I was forced to sell my van. Then my music studio got stolen. People in my house were drugging me and raping me, literally raping me and drugging me. And that is related to this woman over here that was on Rock Cut Road, her and her friends on Rock Cut Road. I remember being in that house and being barely conscious. And I remember the last thing they said to me before I went unconscious. They said, oh, you want to smoke a cigarette? Go ahead, light it up. And I really didn't want to smoke. I just wanted to be accepted and get along with people and hang out. And I was like in a hypnotic state, being drugged like every day of my life, pretty much every single day of my life. They call it psychic driving. So everything I do, they scrutinize. Like, oh, he got new shoes. These shoes were like $20 something, $20 something, and I have a whole bunch of shoes there. All of them have holes in the bottom, or they're falling apart, or I'm not greedy. Then they complain that I do too much for others and that I give too much away and that I don't work enough or that I work too much. And they all know I have children, all of them. These people that are sitting here listening to me right now, this one up here, they all know. The people in the office, they all know I have children, but yet they'll say, you're crazy, you have no children. But they know that I do. It's not Christmas time, it's May. I literally go to different locations off the so-called grid and onion grass is growing under the leaves, which are still moist and didn't naturally, blight over time, but were instantly blighted and sometimes are perfectly green when they fall down and thick, full of water. And onion grass growing on the ground, and the ground is not frozen. And then I find salamanders and caterpillar and butterfly, springtime flowers. It's May. It is May. It is not December. It's May. But no matter what's going on outside, I showed you in that video. I try to record that sign, and then the wind folds it up and starts blowing it. You think that that's random? Then y'all will find out. It's not random, man. I mean, I don't want people to be scared, but like, don't gaslight, as y'all call it, my sanity, and say that I'm crazy, because I'm not. So now let's see. Let us, not let, as I'm asking permission, but let us see what these kind people wrote to me as I was struggling to try to find something to do so I can watch it back later and see what my guitar sounds like, or how horrible my guitar playing is. Right? Chris M says hi. Big Wheezy says hi. Big Wheezy says nice guitar playing. Chris M, I sub. Kimmy Denny, hello sir, with a waving hand. Wow, nice comments. And that's new. I'm not used to that. Usually it's rotten comments. Thank you. Thank you for positive comments. I don't post these for other people, but I appreciate if you watch it, that, hopefully you enjoy it. But it's, I put it so that I can learn, and so that people can know, that I'm a father desperately looking for his children, and that I'm probably one of the most targeted individuals in the world right now, and I'm scared for my life every day. I get told almost every day, as they get a feel under my testicles, and try to keep that tickle under there, that nervous energy, so they can molest me all night long. I get told every day that nobody's going to miss you or know after you're gone, and nobody's going to care, and the world, Satan's fallen world will go on. And it's like my whole life I've been told, you're going to die, you're going to die someday, you're going to die someday. It's like, what way is that? Sampled sounds of vacuuming, and sometimes actual vacuuming, and then it's projected through my walls and cabinets. I was using a power drill in here to drill some metal to fix my bike, which I want to do now, and I can't because, everything is an issue. And they would take the sound and play it back for hours. Just keep playing it back. When I do stuff, it's not to aggravate people. When I do stuff, it's because I'm doing it. When they do it, it's to aggravate and cause severe stress. So. You hear that? Just clicking and banging in my walls. It's crazy. It's like, this is what I live with every day. Turn my refrigerator on and off. They turn my voltages up and down. I can never cook something two times the same way. They broke my heating pad, my humidifier. They almost broke my little fan that I had for years. Mess up my wall outlets, my guitar stuff, electromagnetic radiation, and whatever you call it, all kinds of nonsense. I just can't function like this. Nobody can. Yeah, they think that's the power of Satan. If electrostatically the sound of them using a mixing bowl is being projected into my apartment, that's the power of Satan, because that's what they want to project. And as soon as they think it, Satan provides it. Whatever, there is no Satan. Just people doing the wrong things. Hear that? Hear how loud that traffic is in my house with the windows closed? All that distance away over that hill and little valley there through those trees. I would hear the sound of wind against vehicles in my bathroom and airplanes flying in my bathroom ceiling on the second floor of 3 floors. Like, how's that possible? It's not. As if I had to even explain that. I just feel so trapped. I really do. And they'll make comments. They'll be like, "That's right. Welcome to, what's the name of your road? What? Court? Welcome to court. This is an AA meeting. You're going to get called out for your sins." Like, this is what I live with every day. And they are my sins. Everything that ever happened wrong in my life was them doing it to me. Them and their families, all involved in the pornography and the military. Pornography. My leg hurts so bad. Yeah, she came over here, "Are you okay?" Not because she cared. She came over here asking if I was okay because she couldn't keep a sexual psychic feel on me because I was over here crying, trying to get out of the couch because somebody tried to murder me with a taxi cab, which was on video, which was plainly on purpose, and the police were part of it and mocked me the whole way back with my handlebars hanging off my bicycle and my knee bleeding and my body so wrenched I couldn't stand up straight. And she'd come over, "Are you all right? Do I need to call an ambulance?" Because she wants to get me into a hospital where they can drug me up, feel my penis. I don't like to talk like that, but I'm tired of being told that I can't. I'm being abused. I'm being sexually abused. All of this is sexual. And it involves killing people. People dying for their sexual demented pleasure, you know? It's crazy. Not normal. So, I don't know. I don't like it. Doesn't sound very good. Sounds all right, I guess. Just the negative energy in here is just, it's toxic. It's like death. It feels like death. That's what it feels like. No matter how positive I try to be, it feels like death in here. Just sour people, like Nick calls them, sour pusses. Yeah, that guy that was waiting for me outside the door, him and his brother that switched places on the same lease in the same apartment, were, calling the police on me and having me evicted from my apartment, saying that I threatened them and called them racial epithets and kicked their groceries. And none of that happened. None of that happened. I jumped over that hand truck because he came at me with a hand truck, and I said, "Get the F away from me. And I'm tired of being abused. I'm tired of this homosexual perverted." I said bad words, but I didn't call anybody anything racial, and I didn't threaten to hurt anybody. I said, "Get the hell away from me, get the F away from me, and stay away from me, and leave me alone and stop harassing me." I mean, how much provocation can a person look? This wall over here, boom, 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 cabinet banging on my wall. And they know it because they want to project that. "Yeah, everybody in this building can hear you." I'm not the one doing that. People are doing that. And these people are deriving pleasure from serving me in my bathroom. Now, if I could hear them in their bathroom, I would plug my ears or walk away, but not them. They knock at the walls and they make dumping water sounds and scream and stomp and make it sound like they're fishing wires down my wall. It's really upsetting. And then the whole chemical thing and the irradiation thing, and like coming from outside even, or like I literally had radiation that was like rippling across my chair, like I literally all up and down my back. I was like, one day I got so sick from radiation that every single hair follicle in my entire body hurt. And they bragged about it. They said, "How's that chemotherapy working out for you? Let's see how you do without any air," they said. And that's the truth. But people keep telling other people that I'm crazy because they know it's the truth, and they don't speak the truth. They're liars. They are liars. They're liars. So that's where I'm at. And like playing music anymore. I don't like playing music. Reconnecting. Oh, I didn't know it goes off when the phone rings. That was Nick on the phone. So, all right, I'm gonna hang up now. That's where my life is at. My life is negative, and my aspirations and my understanding of life and my conduciveness and my hopefulness toward all things good is not. But my situation, no matter how wide of an apartment or house or it's just filled with contentiousness and negativity and bad chemicals and bad air, bad vibrations, and constant sexual and mental abuse. So that's where I'm at. I don't even like playing guitar anymore.